Our third speaker tonight is Sakishore, a young boy with a wealth of experiences. After 4 years and 3 Toastmaster clubs in India, he is now a graduate student at Dartmouth College in New Hampshire. This is Pathways Dynamic Leadership Level 1. This is the evaluation and feedback. Give a speech on any topic and get evaluated, and then make improvements for a second attempt. The name of his speech is, What is Your Wealth? So please welcome to the virtual podium, Sakishore.
I opened my eyes on the 4th of February, 2020. I looked myself into the mirror. I was standing on the 17th floor of Hyatt Regency in Bellevue, waiting for my interview with Microsoft that day. At that point in time, my mind took me to a few weeks back, to a few thoughts that my peers and colleagues had shared. People had told me that I could not break into the product management world without a computer science degree. People had told me without experience working in this sector, it's impossible to break it into a product management at a high-tech company. People had told me it's impossible that without referral, you could get into such a big company. But I believed in myself. And on that day, that morning, I packed my bag and walked amidst big buildings with myself having big dreams in those big roads of Bellevue. 10 minutes to the Microsoft office. Just as I reached the office, I closed my eyes and asked myself, what is my wealth? The answer was clear. It was confidence. And for the next 5 hours, that was what I eluded. 5 hours of confidence. It was like a dream. I felt like I was on a roll. I felt like a superior force had conquered me. And I believed that it was all because of my confidence. The answers were right on point. And believe me, my dear fellow Toastmasters of online presenters, as a record, on that evening itself, I got the offer for a program manager intern this summer at Microsoft. That evening, I came out looking at my phone and the result. It was a rainy evening in Bellevue. I walked straight to the Bellevue Park. Nobody in the park. I just rose my hands. I just congratulated myself. Goosebumps all over my body, and gave a 5 to 7 minute speech that I still listen to whenever I feel low. I realized my wealth was confidence. I had beaten all the odds. I had proved the critics wrong. I came back with confidence and then took a confident trip to India. That is where things began to change. It was March the 11th, 2020, the day COVID-19 was announced as a pandemic while I was on the flight. The next day, before I had got down from the flight, the President of the United States issued a national emergency in USA. Things had changed, and I was devastated because my internship offer had been taken out, had been rescinded. I was broken apart. I was in my hometown in India, and there was no way to get back to the internship in June. At least that's what they thought. And they rescinded the internship offer. At this point in time, I had 2 options: whether to stay back in India and take the summer off, or to beat the odds and try for that internship, which will offer me a remote internship, which I could take from Chennai, India, as well as try my best to get back to the US on time to reduce the time difference. There are a few times in life where you have to make the choice. Most of the times, you are down, you are upset, you are broken apart. You are looking for that source of confidence. It is at that point in time, I didn't have anything else in the world. I didn't have an internship. I didn't have money to pay my next term fees. I thought I would get it from the internship. I didn't have any friends near me who I could share my knowledge with, or I could do group projects with for that semester. I was taking it online. But I had one person. I had my mom. My mom sat next to me on one night. It was evening in the US. It was midnight in India. I was not sleeping. I could not get sleep. She asked me, Do you think you can do it again? I stared at her. She asked me again, do you believe that you can do it again? I said, yes, Mom, I can do it. That was the source of inspiration that I required. And she said, go ahead. What are you waiting for? Go for the hires. Go for the stars. Just shoot at the stars. Aim at the moon. You'll catch the bird. And I did aim at the moon. I did realize that I will have some opportunity at some startup in the West Coast of USA. At least one person would be willing to take me in. It was May 20th, 2020. And my dear friends, the next 8 days went like a breeze, like the day in February, on February 4th. I made sure that I applied to every single possibility out there. And mind you, in just 8 days, I got selected for 4 startups on artificial intelligence as a program manager, product manager. And I was extremely elated. That point in time, I realized what my wealth was: confidence. And then things began to happen slowly. As they always say, fortune favors the brave. I believe the governments of India and US favored the brave guy, Sai Kishore. They decided that they'll have special flights for people who want to enter the United States from India. And I did apply. The first time I did not get it. It was such high on demand. The second time I tried and I got in. And guess what? I landed in the US on June 14th, the exact date I thought I would be back from the US before the internship. And I made it before my internship. The journey was for 72 hours at a stretch without sleep, covering 5 airports and 4 flights. You heard it right. 5 airports, 4 flights without sleep. Amidst the pandemic scare, did I have the confidence to do it? Yes, I had the confidence to do it. I told my mom, I will take it up. I will go to the United States and I will do my internship. That confidence has brought me half the world, from India, all over the Atlantic to the East Coast of the US. Right now, sitting on my chair in New Hampshire, I can jolly well say that I am in a good place because of one thing, the one wealth that I have, and that wealth is confidence. What is your wealth, fellow Toastmasters? Toastmaster of the Day Tiger, what is your wealth? Over to you.
Thank you, sir, for that wonderful storytelling and great